then we can move the art in the folder. I am Unity developer. honestly, one of my pet peeves, and if you don't know what pet peeve is, I think pet peeve is what they say in America is that you hate something. You hate something, you despise something, something is horrible. It's a pet peeve. So my pet peeve is that the Finnish way of pronouncing development. We say development. I honestly, when I was studying in university, I was studying geography. We had a lot of talk about development, and every time I hear development, I'm dying inside. Please, no development. It's say with me, development. Development. God damn it! I hate development. Okay, I need to pick up the YouTube chat. And to be honest, we could check out how our video is doing as well. Development. Alright, I'm taking the chat. Alright, there it is. President Kohvi and development. Hey, now that I told you how Finns pronounce development, you are never gonna like unhear it. I'm sorry for ruining it for you. Also, Unity versus Unity. Do you guys notice that in Oulu area nobody pronounce it Unity? Unity. I don't know what is the first one. How do you say the first one? Let's see how our video is doing. 457 subs. We are on a road. We are on a road to 500 subs. When we do 500 subs, we're gonna do a party. We're gonna do pikkujoulu party. I promise. Pikkujoulu party at 500 subs. Let's see. We have 2,850 views. That is very, very nice. Let's see the stats. All right, so we are close to plateauing. Plateau is close. So I think we are gonna reach like 3,000, and then it might stop there. To be honest, I'm very happy about this number. The average view time is 3:30. I think that's quite high. As written in Finnish, Unity. All right, Unity versus Unity. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Here. I see what's happening. I see it. All right, so I think this is quite high, so I'm very happy about that. And we have had almost 50k impressions, and a little bit less than 3% of them convert to clicks. That's all right. Let's see if we are still 100% male. Is the patriarchy real? Let's see, guys. What do you guys think? Do we have the patriarchy here? Yes, 100% male. That's what I'm talking about. 100% male. No female. Pure male. To be honest, I am a little suspicious about this number. I'm a little suspicious because I know for a fact Garnet has watched this, and yeah, Keter, exactly. I am 100% sure that Garnet has seen this, so this must not include everyone, and I don't really know how it picks this number, because 100% male out of like 2.4k viewers, that's a kind of... Garnet got something to tell. Maybe she's not female after all. Maybe she's been male all along. Oh man. 30% from the States, 10% from Finland, 8% from UK, 5% from Canada and Netherlands. I am pretty happy about that. Thank you all for watching the video. But these numbers, they're nice. They're nice and all. It's nice to it's nice to look at the numbers, all right? But last night, something even better happened. That was because of the video. Something even better happened than any of these numbers. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? In Discord, we had a new people join. Clitty McTitty. This is the biggest feat I could ever have. Clitty McTitty join. I have no idea who Clitty McTitty is, but I love the nickname. It's so good. It's so freaking good, and this is the biggest feat of the video. YouTube streaming paying off. Damn right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Enough of the chit chat. It was fun, but let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. So what we're doing is we basically need to take the new character art, and we are going to rig this. And I know you like, I mean, what the hell is rigging? Like, isn't rigging like, people say rigged when you do a poll or a prediction or some lottery gambling, and you know, some moderator wins, and then Twitch chat is like rigged. And yeah, this has nothing to do with that, by the way. It was just something I wanted to say. This has nothing to do with that. We are not faking any lotteries here. Just like me, for real. What we are actually doing is so they are all separate here. I wonder, how do I bring these all into the sprite editor? Because if I open them, yeah, that they're like that. How do I bring them into the sprite editor? Can I just like sprite library editor, sprite editor? Can I just like, because this only brings one of them inside. If I do the skinning editor, I can bring this. Can I like bring other stuff here as well? How do I do it? How does one do it? This is different again. This is different again. Killa Kilavatsky! Good day, sir. How do you do it? How do you rig PNGs? I think I need to Google. Unity rigging PNGs. And open YouTube. Exactly, because this is different. We did it with a sprite sheet last time. 2D sprite rigging using PNG files. How do you do it? Alright, so this is the video.
Today I'm going to show you how to animate your 2D characters inside Unity. Since it is kind of a, I don't know, kind of a boring thing to have a character running around and not actually animating while it's... So after we export it, I want to go into Unity, and I'm just going to go ahead and take my image, and I'm going to drag it inside my assets folder here.
Sprite mode versus
typically
PNG.
we do have a sprites folder, and I'm going to make sure that if I'm using a PNG image that is a single inside sprite mode, if you're using a PSB file, you want to make sure this one is set to multiple. And it should just be done that by default. Like, you shouldn't need to change anything, but just...
You could add them in the same atlas and use the same technique as previous. Yeah, I could do that. Definitely I could do that. I wonder if that's the way to go. Like, I kind of want to know if there's a way to bring them into the sprite sheet inside Unity. Does that make any sense? So in this sheet, he actually has them like in the same sheet. He has them in the same sheet. And this is actually in. Let's make it single. Does it make a difference? All right, so discard. Let's make them all single. Yeah. Apply, apply, apply. Not in the separate sheet, on the same sheet. Exactly. So I really wanna like. I really want. What I really want. Join Explorer. Create. Can I like create a sprite sheet? Sprite library asset. What the hell is that? Sprite Atlas. Sprite Atlas sounds pretty cool, to be honest. Sprite shape profile. Sprites. No. Sprite Atlas. What is a Sprite Atlas? Objects for packing. Should we ask ChatGPT? Should we ask ChatGPT? I kind of want to ask ChatGPT. Sprite shape profile. That looked like something useful. Really? Did it? All right, let's try it. Let's try it. I like Watsky's way of thinking. So I did this 2D. I think I did the Sprite Atlas. Okay, so this is character Sprite Atlas. All right. Type is master. Yeah. Sprite Atlas is a sprite sheet. Progax, I cannot believe I just stumbled upon that. And good day, good morning, Progax. How are you? Have you been doing your own projects? Okay, so filter. Yeah, that's fine, I suppose. Main texture 2K. Sure. Maybe you can add single sprites there. Yeah. So objects for packing. Can I just like drag and drop these? Of course not. I can. Okay. So let's make it high quality. Compression is fine. Max texture size. Yeah, make it bigger. What is the resolution of this bad boy? What is the resolution of this bad boy? It's 2K. Yeah, thanks, Ilomski. Okay, so we have that. Now, pack preview. Ooh, character model finished a few days ago. No, now continuing with animation project. Nice. All right, so what the hell happened? I have this Sprite Atlas. Can I use this? Objects for packing. Character Sprite Atlas. Asset bundle. New. This bundle is called New Character Sprites. And what? New character sprites. Okay. All right. That now what? Bundles are different. All right. Well, I don't know. So okay. What now? What now? Can I like? Can I do something with this? Can I do something with this? AKA way too high for a single piece, but that was ordered by the client. Yes, it was. Allow rotation, tight packing, alpha dilation, padding 4, read and write, generate MIP maps. Oh man, I don't know any of this. So what was it? Sprite Atlas. Let's Google what the Unity Sprite Atlas. Yeah, I think this is not the way to go, guys. It organizes your sprites onto a sheet to optimize your game's performance. In this tutorial, you'll create and configure Sprite Atlas. So that kind of does sound like it. Insert powerful. sprite atlas used for rigging. Sprite atlas is an asset that consolidates several textures into a single combined texture. You can call this single texture to issue a single draw call instead of multiple calls to access the packed textures all at once as performance overhead. In addition, Sprite Atlas API provides you with control over how to load the Sprite Atlases. Guys, I don't think this is the way to go. Yeah. Can we Sprite Atlas for rigging? Can I? So I have the sprite editor. Can I bring this bad boy in? No. Mamacita. Tasty mamacita. Alright. So I'm getting a bad feeling. I think we're gonna open Krita. And we're gonna input all the shits, and we're gonna bring them together, and we're gonna work from there. Alright. That's what we're gonna do. And there is Krita. Let's do a new. I have no idea how big this should be. So if one of my assets is like 2k, should this be like, I don't know, 10k? How big should this be? I think I'm gonna make it like 4096. Don't go 9k, yeah. Hell no. Is 4k? Yeah. 4096 I think is the next twofold. I wonder if 300 resolution is enough pixels per inch. Yeah, it's probably enough because it's per inch, so it should scale. Let's try with that. If your character on screen will be max thumb size, 2k for all should be enough. Yeah, it's not gonna be big. It's not gonna be bigger than that. Let's go into shadows of TUONELA art. Bring all of these here. Insert many layers. Ooh, look at them go. Okay, so we have a hat. And should I make these smaller? I think I need to make these smaller now. So we have a lot of hats. Let's try to make these smaller before, so that we don't butcher them. Image, and we can. And as alpha transparency is the heaviest form of color and is almost the majority of content in the sheet, all the unused space takes the most bits of file size. Good to know. Alright, so is there a way to resize layer? Transform scale layer to new size. Small head, big legs. Control T, yeah, I could do Control T. This one lets me change the aspect. I don't want to do that. If I press Shift, it doesn't. Okay, so that's good. Let's do that. But there's no way I'm gonna get like exact same. That's the problem. Vatsky, bad idea. There's no way I'm gonna get it to exact same size. So we need to use some more precise way. So transform all layers. Scale all layers to new size. That sounds pretty good. Hey, Starboy, good morning, my friend. Resize layer, let's try something like 1000 to 1000. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So I have different heads now. It seems like I did it too much. I did it too much, guys. It's too much. But that was definitely the way to go. So transform all layers, new size. Let's try 2K. Örkimörk is coming to the game. Yeah, this is the character. This is our hooded Väinämöinen. Did I spoil it? Yeah, I did, but it doesn't matter. You guys are gonna know what's up. This is gonna be Väinämöinen in my game. And we are playing as Väinämöinen. Alright. We are making progress. Then we can do the hands. Do the hands. Then we do the legs. The chicken legs. If any of you have legs like this, it's time to hit the gym. It's time to hit the gym, my friends. Alright. I do love them though. They give me strong Moomin vibes. We went over this yesterday. Alright, so that's basically it. This is the shit. This is the shit. And I think it's pretty good. Let's save this. Let us save this. This is gonna be called New Character Sprite Sheet. Me and my stinky feet. My stinky shoes. Only true nerds will get that reference. Let's do... I think we can save it as PNG. Wait. Do we save it as PNG? Yeah, let's save it as PNG. And let's go into here. Into Unity. New character art. There it is. Let's see. Large file size, small file size. Compression, lossless. Yeah, we don't want any of that. There it is. So now you need to go back to Unity and define the individual sprites for this atlas. Yes. Just a reminder on the comment I mentioned about alpha space. I remember it, but I don't know if I need to do something about it. Do I need to do something about it? Let's delete this bad boy. And we have this. This is what I'm talking about. Pixels per unit. I think it was 1000. I think we have 1000 now. But it's not exactly 1000. It's like, what is it? 2024? What is the bit version of 1000? My leg just ran out of blood for no reason whatsoever. Feel the space. 1024, yeah. So Ilumski, are you saying that I should have it as white? The background? So now you need to go back to Unity. How's the project going? Juhani X Zone. Hey, slow and steady. Slow and steady. Good morning, Yerps. Nice to see you, my friends. How are you? Ilumski, does it matter if, like, I think it needs to be transparent here. If it's not transparent, I think it's gonna show the whites. I think it's gonna show the white background. Let's do that. No, but the size the pieces as big and even scale on new atlas so the pieces cover as much space as possible. So what you're saying is that I should try to min-max this. Is that what you're saying? All right. I wonder if I can just crop this. Is this bad practice? What if I just do this? This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. It breaks the 8-bit scaling. Oh, fuck. So what are you saying? What are you saying? Should I try to Control T these bigger? I can do this. I can do this. Is this bad? That's an option. Okay. I like the way you think. I like that I have options. Okay, let's try to move these a little bit. Like take from back and from front. I think these. Let's take these two over here. And now I think we can do some more scaling. Give me 20 min and I can min max it to you too. 20 minutes. Well, guys, can you come up with 20 minutes of procrastination for me? I think this is good enough, but if Ilomski is like, no, hell no, we can do better. Because I think this is looking pretty good. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I am happy with this. This is not where the performance is gonna die, guys. This is not it. This is not it. The performance is gonna die when I find more shaders. That's where it's gonna die. Okay, if I save this, from 1 to 9, that is confusing scale. That is one hell of a confusing scale. Let's see. I think this is gonna do fine. And did it upgrade over at Unity? Yes, it did. Okay, so we have multiple. Would the other custom clothing sprites need to match the same layout? Yeah, so here what I'm gonna do is I am only gonna change the coloring of this. And we made it with Team Ilomski so that these are all grayscale or gray colored or whatever, and we can just basically tweak the colors here. I don't know yet how it's gonna. I don't know yet how to implement the different armors or robes, but we're not gonna do any custom clothes yet. It's only gonna be different color. I don't know if that answered your question. All right. So I wonder if are we still doing 1024? Are we still doing 1024? I don't know. Let's try. So I'm gonna open it in Sprite, and let's try to do automatic because these are not it. Slice. All right, that looks good. That looks good to me. And then we are gonna apply. And next we are gonna go into the skinning editor. So this is where things get interesting. This is where things get interesting. So here we can do the bones basically. And how I think this might work is that we basically we're gonna do like one set of bones, like a skeleton, and then we are gonna like I don't know. I think we're gonna like try to put different sprites on top of the same bones or something. Does that make any sense? I think that's something we're gonna try to do. I could be completely mistaken. Or maybe we need to do like different sets of skeletons as well. Does anyone have any idea how this is gonna play out? I think we need to give this a couple of trial and error runs. How this is gonna work out. So I probably have this. I thought you did. I said I had a hunch. I had an idea. I'm not saying it was a good idea. All right, so we need to make sure that we got this right. So I think this is the front. So we need to do a little bit of a digging here. So yeah, that is the front, and then the hand from front is this one. Yeah. So it's the one on the. I should have made better organization here. I wonder if we should do that. I wonder if we should do that to make it more clean. Let's do it. It's not gonna take long. Let's do it. So it's actually that is correct. That is correct. What is the hand from front? Hand from front. Which one are you? It is correct. Oh my god, I can't believe it was actually correct. Then rope from side. It's this one. It's correct as well, is it? It is. So these are all correct. The legs are just in different places. Okay. That is very helpful. I actually can't believe I did it the right way. So I suppose we're just gonna try. We're just gonna try. It's not that serious. So do new bone. And we're gonna start from here. This is gonna be our starting point. And we're gonna do... I think we're gonna do 2 bones. So this is gonna be the pelvis. And this is gonna be the Elvis. Alright. And then from the head we're gonna do... Or from the, like, what is the spine bone, whatever. And we're gonna do here into here. It's anatomy lesson. Yeah, we have Elvis and we have pelvis. All right, there it is. Then we need the hand, and I suppose we're gonna do the same hand like twice. Once, twice, I suppose. So let's do this. Should I have the like? Do I need to do a like a mirrored hand arm on Grita so I don't need to do it here? What do you guys think? What is it? Is that the way to go? Do I need to like pick these hands and like copy paste them and mirror it? Well, I suppose we're gonna find out. There's a lot of things we don't know. Alright, let's do something like this. And then... I have no idea. Can we do like 2 bones on the same? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I am sensing trouble. I am sensing trouble. I am sensing trouble. Mayday, mayday, mayday. So what I'm thinking now is that we need like 2 pairs. So we have a hand from the side, hand from the back, hand from the front, but we only have 1 hand. So we obviously need duplicates. So let's take each and one. Do we need doubles from the legs as well? We have leg from back, leg from front, leg from front, leg from side. I think I need to do like double mirrors as well. So we need more space. Everything's fucked, guys. Everything's fucked. So let's make it a little bit smaller now. And go again. We need to go again. I hope we didn't lose any. Did we lose resolution? Did we lose resolution there? Somebody know the hidden magic of items and images. Alright, so we're gonna take hand from front and we're gonna copy paste this. And it should appear here now. And this is gonna be mirrored now. Transform mirror layer horizontally. Yeah. So now we have two hands, two arms. That should basically do it. I think that should do it. Let's have a little bit of a padding there. Then hand from the side. We're also gonna copy paste this. And we're gonna do a horizontal switch with you as well. Then hand from back. Let's do the same thing to you. I love that there's no one holding my hand. I just need to do this. I need to do this my way or the highway. Then we need the legs. So I think we're gonna do a new. I think we need a new row for this. It could be something here. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. Layer, transform, horizontally. Right. Next. And you're coming with me. Transform, horizontally. And then the front. Then the... How many of these do I have? Okay. Transform horizontally. Nice. And then one more. One more. Copy paste. And layer, transform horizontally. There it is. There it is. Okay. So I have all of the limbs now twice. That should be enough. Now I need to find a way to put them into this canvas. I suppose I could have the legs in here. The legs could be in here. And now I just need a way to do something about these guys here. They're from the back. So you guys. What if I try to pack them in a square? I know, but I don't know how. I don't know how. Maybe if I did take all the arms and move them around. Because these boys are wide. They take a lot of space. These boys are wild. I make all of these bigger. It's not gonna make it better. These could be more tightly, so let's try to make these more tight. Now I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work. Then we take the legs from back and put them over here. And now I can do the ropes. No, the hands. Move them over here. If I make these a little bit tighter, for 3D enjoyers, this is known as the UV island packing minigame. I love the sound of that. I love the sound of that. Alright, let's make these a little bit tighter as well. Just a little teensy bit of tighter, so we can make it bigger. Alright, and now let's take... Can I make it bigger now? Suppose I can make it a little bit bigger now. There is space. All right. I can live with that. I can live with that. I suppose if I made these a little bit tighter, we could expand it even more. So let's try that. So we have the legs from front, I think. These, yeah. Wait, no, stop it. Not you. The other one. All right. Maybe that will work. I wonder if I change these two. So if I had like, I think I could move these around to make a little bit more space. Just a teensy bit more space. This is the way. This is the way. Okay. My least enjoyable part in 3D modeling. All right, let's try that. Let's try to make it a little bit bigger again. All right, I think this is gonna be as good as it gets. I think that's gonna be as good as it gets, guys. All right, so we have the front, we have the side, and we have the back. Unless you want to rotate them. Nah. Screw that. Screw that. We're gonna go with this. Yeah, I want to replace it. I want to replace it. Now let's go back to here. And slim it. Trim it. Slice it. Twist it. Pin it. Alright, I'm gonna grab some more coffee. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work. I think we need to get rid of all the bones. Just get rid of everything. Get rid of everything. Okay, so this is right. Slice. Apply. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Something happened with this and I don't know what's going on. What's going on here? What is that shit? How do I reset this? Fucking hell. I fucked it up. Oh man. Shit. Alright. BRB. Alright, so what the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here? What am I looking at? This is horrible. So, I have no bones. Some of the sprites are just like plain wrong. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this again. We're gonna save it with different name. This is gonna be the new character sprite sheet 2. And we're gonna give the old one a bye-bye then. A bye-bye then. So you're out of here. Now this is multiple. This is gonna be 1024. Let's make it high quality. Apply. All right. So this looks perfect already. Let's do it. Just double check it just in case. And wait. What are those shits I'm seeing? What is that? What are you? What are you? Get out of here. Get out of here. Nice, that's better. One more. What is that? What is that? I'm seeing some artifact. What is that? Get out of here. That's better. That is better. Ooh, almost got worried there. Now we go into skinning. Wild pixels emerged. All right. So now we do the thing that we were trying to do, but we failed last time. Okay. Well, ain't this nice? All right. So we're gonna create a bone, and we're gonna start from here. There. So this is the pelvis, and this is the Elvis, and we go from here to the head. It's gonna be like so. And then we're gonna go from here into arms. So first we're gonna do the right arm. And we're gonna do it like that. And then we're gonna do it like this. There it is. And then we are gonna do the legs. So let's do the legs front. This is gonna be the right leg. So we have two different kinds of front legs. I think these are for animation purposes. Like I think this is like when you're standing, and then the other one is like when it like walks. So I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be the leg, and it's gonna go here, And then it's gonna go here and over here. Nice. Now we have legs. We have arms. I think that's pretty much all the bones I'm gonna do. So we're gonna right click. Now, this is where I don't know what we're this is the part where my knowledge ends once again. So I'm thinking, like, can you have multiple sprites on top of like another? Like, can I like move these in a way that we have, for example, 3 torsos on top? Can I do that? Unity having multiple sprites on the same bone. Can you do that? Using same 2D bone animation for different sprites help. 2D multi-sprite limbs. 2D bone animation with different sprites. Yeah, you need to rig the other sprites as well. The important thing to note is that the bone hierarchy across the different sprites must be the same, so you can't swap in sprites via the sprite resolver component that have fewer more bones. A helpful shortcut is to select all of the bones in one sprite sheet and Ctrl+C to copy them like so, and then paste it onto second sprite sheet. This is the recommended workflow. Notice how the bones in each sprite sheet have the same hierarchy. It's really important that that stays the same. I copied over the rigging and matched it up to the geometry. The new rig will animate on its own fine, but when I try to switch its assets into the first rig, they start stationary.
.2D character customization. So what are we talking about? What does this mean? The most obvious example, I think it makes more sense to actually see it live. So let's swap over to Unity and we can start our tutorial. Here I set up an empty 2D Unity project. It just has a floor, and I changed the main camera background color. We need a character and some outfits to cycle between, so I'm just going to use this Mighty Heroes Rogue pack that I've used in Image. So we could change this torso to one of the other variants, and you'll notice that it just swaps. So when we run the game, it's still animating just fine even with the different sprite, because the game objects are what's animating, not the sprite itself. So that's the benefit. And like I mentioned before with one of the drawbacks, let's say I put the shoulder as the torso sprite and hit play, it will still animate like the torso, but it looks weird because the sprite isn't right. So that's what I meant before, where you need to make sure your art style and size is relatively the same so that it looks good when you swap them out. On one of the prefabs, if you double click on the animator controller, you'll see all these animations they have up. And so we can go to Window, Animation, Animation, and double click on one of these animations in the controller, and you'll see that all these different game objects are moving and are dynamically animating. The scope of this tutorial isn't to showcase how to do skeletal animation, it's more to inform you of ways you can go about getting character customization going in your game. And this is through one method. If you're completely lost about how this is working, I really encourage you to download this package and to spend some time learning it, looking through what they provide you, because you'll get an idea of how you might want to implement this.
Here you just swap the sprite data. But I think the gotcha is that you still need to rig the other sprites somewhere so that they have the weight data. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think what this Reddit post, these people are saying is that they basically have like one set of bones. Like, for example, what I'm doing here. So I have the one set of bones that is set to the front, and then they just like copy paste the same bones in the same I suppose they are at the same positions as well, and like copy paste it into another sprite sheet. I think that's what they're doing. And now I'm wondering if I can do it like this so that I have all of the different angles in the same sprite sheet. Or do I need to do separates to front, side and back? Like what is the like workflow here? I don't honestly know. There's probably many ways to do it. I just wonder what is the way to go here.
Yourself. It could be that this is over detailed for what you're trying to do, and you could simplify it in that case. I definitely encourage you to look through and see how they set up their animations. Okay, with that said, we're going to move on to making our own character creation menu. So we'll clear out these rogues for now, and we'll center our guy here. We'll drag this rogue 1 down into the assets folder to make a new prefab, and we'll call this prefab player. And I'm going to scale it to like 0.5 in the X and 0.5 in the Y. I think these come pretty large. So the first thing I'm going to do is just set up a little bit of UI work for our menu. This is going to be really bare bones. Okay, and so I'm going to, you may think it's the game object that we're animating, but that's incorrect. Like I said before, the sprite renderer is what handles the actual image swapping. So we need a reference to this sprite renderer. So we can say public sprite better for clarity. So on our hood select, we just want to drag in, and we want to keep track of what our index is, and we'll pull the sprite really quickly.
So maybe you duplicate the same sprite file but different name like behind, front and side, and then apply their own rigs in those sprites. Yeah. So can I move these inside? Like, can I? So for example, if I edit geometry, auto weights, copy paste. If I take this, can I move? No. Can I move these? What happened? What happened? It's like no way to move these around. No way to move them around. Like new character spreadsheet 2 becomes new NCSS2 front, and then you have back, etc. Yeah. I honestly don't know. I'm having trouble like picturing it. I'm having trouble picturing it. All right, let's ask ChatGPT. So what does ChatGPT think? So I think I had like a conversation at some point. Can't seem to find it though. Game art tools, no. Locking screen sharing, understanding every coordinates. Yeah, alright, so hey ChatGPT. So I'm working on a Unity project. I'm doing 2D sprite assets and characters, and I have a question about rigging. So basically I have spreadsheets. I have a spreadsheet that contains my character sprites, limbs and heads, and you know, so forth. The thing is that I want to rig it, make a skeleton for animation and animations and equipments. But I also want to have Halo Almighty ChatGPT. Yeah, my God, so damn right. But I also want to have different angles of the character that are being swapped around when moving north, south, and so forth. So how do I go about doing this in Unity? Like I said, I have all the different angles of different body parts on same sheet. Is it doable like this? Or do I need to do separate sprite sheets and copy paste the bone settings to each one? Yeah, Ilomski, you gotta be cute with the AI. You gotta be cute with the AI. It's one day ChatGPT is gonna rule. What? I'm getting response 1 and 2. What is this? Is ChatGPT having a a little bit of a schizophrenic episode? What is this? Do I need to like left eye reads the response 1 and right eye reads the what is this? I have never seen 2 responses at the same time. Oh man. Okay, so response 1. Yes, this is totally doable in Unity even with all the angles on the same sprite sheet. Here's a breakdown. Okay, so ensure your sprite sheet is properly sliced, yeah. Create a game object for the character. Use the 2D animation package. Add a sprite skin component to each limb sprite and start building the skeleton with Unity's bone editor. Once rig the animations for that specific, test the animations for that specific angle. Setting up multiple angles. Hey, you fuckhead, I wanna know. Ilonsky, I like that. Do you get different results if you're being nice? I actually saw some post that if you're nice to the AI, it's giving you better responses, but I don't know if there's any truth to that. Maybe it's just AI feeding us lies that hey, be nice to us. If the body proportions don't change significantly between angles, you can reuse the same skeleton. Create new animations for each angle by swapping the sprite assets in the animation timeline. All right, what is the response to? Slice the sprite sheet, yeah. Group the parts for each angle logically. Create a rig for one angle. Start by setting up the skeleton for one angle. Use the animation package. Add bones using bone editor. Weight paint the bones, yeah. Handle multiple angles. To swap between directional angles, you can either use sprite swapping. Set up multiple sets of sprites for each direction and assign them to the same bones via sprite library or sprite resolver components. This approach allows you to reuse the same rig and animation, simply swapping out the visible sprites when the direction changes. Apparently newer versions of Unity has built-in sprite swapping feature. But I don't get it, like my head just can't wrap it around. Like if I change, so for example, if I have like hand facing front and I swap it to hand facing backwards, like, or back hand facing back or whatever, and then I have the same animation, it's gonna look stupid. Isn't it gonna look stupid? Create separate prefabs for each angle. If the sprite sheets for each angle have significantly different layouts, you probably need to make own animations, yeah. Create separate prefab for each angle. If the sprite sheets for each angle have significantly different layouts, rig each angle separately, copy the bone structure and adjust weights. Use Unity's prefab system to manage each angle. You make animations accordingly anyway. I think you need to use the multiple rig system. Yeah, I think the multiple rig is the way to go. Like my brain is starting to go towards that. like how I see it right now. How I see it right now is that we create a game object. So this is gonna be called like character or player, and then we are gonna have like 3 prefabs or even 4 prefabs. We're gonna have like front, we're gonna have back, side, and side. And then we're just gonna like all of these are gonna contain a rig. So here's gonna be like a head and feet and whatever. And these are gonna have all of the same shit. And then in like code, we are going to be determining which one we enable. So we enable this. We enable this. We enable this. Like, is this the way to go? Is this the way to go? So we enable this. And we disable everything else, and we enable this. Maybe you could do it with 2 rigs, one from side and one for front and back. I can't fathom why you would create all these duplicates. Two rigs, one for the side and one for front and back. Yeah, that could, I suppose that could work. So it would be 2 game objects. You just move the bones inside walking animations to be in the correct positions. Okay, so Keter is like team one rig. Keter is team 1 rig. You only do 1 rig, and you just move the bones. But how do I do the weighting? The weight thing? Because it's not just that we change the bones, it's the fact that in the rigging we weight these sprites we kind of like link them together, right? So sprite swap. Use sprite swap to change a game object's render sprite at runtime. You can swap the entire set of sprites that make up a character at once, or swap specific sprites and parts of an actor to create animation loops or other game-related features. For various examples of how you can use this feature in project, import sample projects for the 2D animation package and refer to the sprite swap examples for examples of the different ways you can use sprite swap. You can swap individual sprites that make up an animated actor to create multiple actors that share the same skeleton. Requires the PSD importer package or create animation clips by swapping the sprites at runtime. You can import sample project for the 2D animation package by selecting the option in the 2D animation package window. Refer to the individual sprite swap. Okay, are we downloading this? Are we doing that? Required assets and components. Sprite swap requires following assets and components: sprite library asset, library component, resolver component. Following are technical limitations you should keep in mind. Skeletal animation limitations. If you want to animate your actor and use sprite swap with skeletal animation, both sprites that are swapped must have identical skeleton. Which 2D animation version you have? Can I see it from here? Can I see it from here? 2D animation 10.1.2. Vaka, let's go. If you want to animate your character, post-processor swap must have identical skeleton. Use the copy and paste tools of the skinning editor to duplicate the bone and skeleton data from one sprite to another to ensure they will swap correctly. Once you have rigged the skeleton and bone weights of your actor, you can reuse the same rigged skeleton with other model prefabs by using copy and paste options on the rig tools. This is useful if you need to quickly create characters that share the same build and animations. You can only copy and paste if the source and destination model prefabs have the same number of sprites and sprite names. When you copy and paste the bone and mesh data, the following occurs. Copied bone data is pasted to the destination, mesh weight and bone association of source sprites are pasted to destination sprites with the same names. Oh my god. So don't you already basically have all this? Hey Teme, long time no see. How's it going, my man? How's it going? Have you been playing any games? I think this applies more to if you have like many characters and then you want like same everything for different characters. But we don't have that. We're changing the angle of the character basically. Kind of want to learn to make 2D games on Unreal. Looking at you making this game has given me many ideas for my own 2D game. Bonk. Oh man. 2D game on Unreal Engine. I think you are on the minority there. Not many have gone that route. Seems like it was made by Unity, so people wouldn't need to tinker with manual swapping. Now I'm actually considering downloading this shit. I'm considering in taking a look at this. Many 2D games made on Unreal. Okay, I didn't know. How do you? Where's the sample project? Samples. Various 2D animation sample scenes to show different usage of 2D animation tooling for various outcomes. Octopath Travel. Teme, are you getting into game development? I totally recommend it. Sucks. Alright, so what the fuck did ChatGPT say? Nice looking game, Octopath Travel. I don't even know that. Octopath Traveler. I haven't even heard of this. 60 bucks? Sheesh. It's a pixel game made in Unreal. Somebody must be nuts. Somebody must be nuts. Huh. Square Enix, okay. Small indie companies, Square Enix. I was doing my own project with a friend like a year ago, but then it kind of died because he lost motivation and didn't want to really solo develop it. Hey, Teme, it's time to ditch. It's time to ditch the riippakivis. It's time to start your own. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I haven't heard people doing pixel art and 2D games with Unreal, but there it is. There it is. Pixel art with realistic lighting, yeah, it's kind of weird combo. Kind of weird combo. So I am a little bit stuck here. I'm a little bit stuck in this moment now. So, did I lose my bones? Where are my bones? I lost my bones, guys. I lost my bones. All right, so Keeter, hold my hand now. So, what you're saying? What was your idea? Is that we rig one of these? We rig one of these characters or one angle, and then we bring it into the game, and then we try this. Then we try the sprite swapper thing. Is that it? Is that it? Ilupski says that so was 3D with comic books look with Borderlands back in the day. Now it's a huge reference. All right, let's try the Ketos thing. I think it's absolutely mad, and I love it for that reason. I love it for the same reason why it's mad. Okay, so we're gonna do it once more because for some reason it forgets my progress. My progress have been forgotten. This ain't gonna take long though. Alright, so then we go into arms. And we do that. Then we do this. And then we do... I just realized we did the legs from that upper torso last time. So we would have had these kind of like a spider ant guy who has his hands and legs starting from the same bone. Yeah, I'm glad we did it again. Let me just say that I'm glad we did it again. Okay, so Pugaro, how's it going? How's life? How are studies? How are studies? All right, so here is our character. And next we do the geometry. Do we do the geometry? I don't think we need to do the geometry. Or do we need to do the geometry? I think we need to do the geometry. So what he did, I think it was this generate for selected. Can I do it for all? Generate for selected. All right, that looks right. That looks right. Boarding as UI and settings progression. That sounds pretty good to me, to be honest. Okay, how do I get the other parts? It only did it on this one. If I do here, no, that's not right. How do I get every part of them? Split bone, order geometry. It's not generating these guys. Okay, what if I control select them? No. No. Auto weights. Yeah. It turns out I still don't 100% agree, like understand this. I still don't 100% understand this feature. Sprite mode is set to multiple again? No. 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 Fuck. God damn it. But isn't it supposed to be multiple? We have multiple on it. Yes. Object reference not to an instance of an object. What? I have something active. Like where is it? Where is it? Unapplied import settings. Yes. Oh my god, this is the worst. What is happening? Apply. Doesn't let me apply. What is going on? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't let me even click anything. Alright, time to go, Unity. Time to go. You are drunk. You are drunk. Time to reboot. I've done these things for the last 3 sprints. Piukaro, what is your dream? Do you have a dream of making games? I hate this, hate this, hate this. Someday. What if today? Today is someday. Alright, so on the art, new character. And here's the sprite sheet. So is this supposed to be single? Like, but if it's single, I can't split it. Watsky, are you peeing me in the eye? Are you peeing in the eye? Like I can't split it if it's single. Can't really split it, can I? It's gotta be on multiple, right? This is the way to go. Now I can split it into different parts. All right, enough of this. Now let's do this for real. I'm doing this 10 times. One of them is gonna be good. Okay, hey, it actually remembers them. Thank you. Thank you for remembering the process. Alright, so I don't have the so auto geometry. Yeah, generate for selected, but it only does it for this part. Auto generate geometry. Unity auto generate geometry only does it on one sprite. Make sure no sprite is selected to generate the geometry for all sprites. Okay, how do I uncheck all of the? Okay, something's happening. It's calculating. It's doing its thing. I feel like this is the way to go, guys. I think we're making progress. Oh man, that's not it. That's not it. That is not it. Okay, so we have the bones. Okay, maybe the geometry is actually alright. Maybe it's alright. Now we just need to do the weights. Generate all. Normalize. Generate all. Yeah, that didn't work. Create vertex. Like it still hasn't done this to these things. Right? Like we have something, but this is supposed to be green, I'm pretty sure. Can I like Lyric cozy sip. Oh my lord, I hate this tool. I hate this tool. I'm like really close to becoming a 3D game creator. I'm really close, guys. It can't be worse than this. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Okay, so it is, says Keiter. Generate for all visible. I think I might have fucked up once again. I might have fucked up once again. So I am actually I think the reason why this isn't working is that I hadn't double clicked on this sprite before I created the bone. I think that could be the reason. I honestly think that could be the reason. So this sprite doesn't actually, like, it's not actually like part of that. So let's try to edit the bones. Let's do it one more time. Let's try this. Okay, so we're gonna create bones. We're gonna create bone from this. And now I have double clicked it. But did it work? No, that doesn't seem right as either. That doesn't seem right either. Getting the data in right order is hell in both worlds, and with 3D import export is a mess. When you're done wondering where the issue is, you can change it to single and continue progress. Really? Are you sure? Because it doesn't let me even slice the shit. Is that it? Are you saying I don't need to slice it? How did I do it with the? I'm gonna luntata. I'm gonna check it out. What did I do with the previous one? So I had a couple of the spreadsheets. Oh my god, are you right? Yeah, you're right. Fucking hell. Watsky, just say that. Just trust me. You need to be more. You need to like say that. Hey, this is how it is. This is how it is. Stop. You didn't even try skinning mode last time. What? Sure, I did. All right, so we're doing it again. We're doing it again. So I suppose we're not gonna do anything here. We're gonna go straight to skinning editor. And over here we're gonna create the bones. We're gonna create the bones. Double click this shit. Start first the pelvis and then the elvis. And then we're gonna go from here to here. Since I'm still pretty young and I have a lot of different options and paths I can go with, how can I focus and commit on just one or two things? Like I could become a writer game. Deme, I am perfect. I am the perfect guy to answer your question. I am the perfect person to answer the question. I'm gonna answer your question in just a second, Deme. Hold on. I really wanna get this fucking shit done. I have been doing this for an hour already and we haven't gotten anywhere. We haven't gotten anywhere and I am dying. I am dying here, people. Alright, There it is. Yeah. Iluski is enjoying this a tad too much. Just a tad too much, my friend. Alright, so the legs, the fucking skinny ass legs. Alright, it's not the legs' fault. It's not the legs' fault, guys. This is Unity's fault. This is all on Unity. And a little bit on Vatsky, because he told me what to do, but then he didn't push it. He was like, okay, have it your way, have it your way, have it on multiple, and I'm just gonna sit here and watch you suffer. So yeah, Vatsky, you're being really you're being like an evil genius right now. You're being like the evil guy you are. All right. Okay. All right. So now we can do. I suppose we can do auto geometry. Please, for the love of God. Okay, so all of them are red, which has me worried. All of them are red, but the ones that matter are right. What do I do with the reds? Do I need to delete them? Can I like do I edit geometry? I suppose I can just delete them in the scene after. I don't know. I guess we see. All right, so now we need to do the. I suppose. Did we do the weights? I think we already did the weights. Let's try to generate these. Does it change? Normalize. Generate. All right, that looks pretty good. Then we're gonna get to your thing. That's a really, really good question. That is a smart question. Good question to ask, my friend. Okay, I am happy with this shit. Now we apply, and we never come back. This is the last time we're gonna come here. Last time, I tells ya. Okay, I'm gonna close it. And then, I think what we needed to do is we are creating a new. I think we're just dragging it here. And then what I think we needed to do is like sprite skin. Then we should have the bones here. Do we have the bones here? Yes, we do have the bones here. We have the bones. We are bones. Let's get boning. Nice. All right. We are making progress. I think we can. So we have the bones over here, and I can move these, but the thing is that I have a lot of like shit I don't need in here. I have a lot of shit in here that I don't need. And for that reason, I still think it's wrong. I still think we don't like edit geometry. Like, can I delete these? Is it the way to go? If I delete these, what does it do? Okay, that kind of works. If I delete all of these, what the fuck happened now? What was that? What was that? What was that? Alright, so let's take edit geometry. All right. Was this a bad idea? No, I think we succeeded. I think we succeeded, guys. Can you imagine? I think we succeeded. All right. We're definitely making progress now. Oh, finally. Finally, it's there. Finally. God damn it. We did it, boys. We did it. Look at him. Look at him wave at you. Hey. Hey, brother. How are you? By the way, Ame is very slow. Yes. 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 Yerps. Yes. Alright, so let's do a new character out of this. So we have player, and this is gonna be called new character. It's gonna be SOT character. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be called. And we're making a prefab out of it. Yeah, I know it's still very fucked up. Don't worry about it. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Now, let's talk about Teme's issue, because Teme has a really good issue. So what Teme is talking about is something a lot of the smart kids are wondering. So if you're a smart kid, the problem with being smart is that most likely you have many ambitions. This is the problem with smart kids, and I know this for a fact because I was always like a A student. I got pretty much 10 out of 10 on each one of my subjects, like up until upper secondary school or lukio, because I couldn't care less about studying, so I just drank beer all the time, I think this is the problem with smart kids, and it could be a problem with other peoples as well, but definitely with gifted children. So you have many ambitions, and you are good on pretty much everything. This is actually, you could say that, hey, isn't this good? Isn't this good? You have many ambitions. You want to do this. You want to do that. You could be this. You could be that. How is it bad? How is it bad? Well, I'm gonna tell you why it's bad. I'm gonna tell you why it's bad. And the fact why this is bad is that if this is you, and these are all the options you can do, you get this little known or well-known thing called analysis paralysis. And what does the human brain, what does the human mind do when you have too many options? You get paralyzed. You don't do anything. You don't do anything. You get stuck in playing video games. This is what happens to many smart kids. You have too many. You could be a scientist. You could be a politician. You could be a writer. You could be a director. You could be a astrophysicist. You could be there's all these different things, and this is the worst. People mean the best, but when they say that you can be anything, guess what? That is a fucking curse. That is a big burden on you. This is all a big burden. Like, how do I choose? How do I make the correct choice? How do I know what I want the most? Because I kind of enjoy all of these little things, but then again, playing video games is the best. So maybe I should become a professional video gamer. Maybe I should become a pro player. I know Teme probably went over this because he tried to be a pro player. So this is what the smart kids go over. And how do you get past this? How do you get past this? All right, so what is the solution? What is the solution? Guess what? The solution is to take action. take action, and you need to make a decision. I know this is the worst. This is the worst. You need to make a decision, and you need to make the best decision that you have basically knowledge and information about. So don't worry about all these different routes. Sure, you could be this and that and yeah. But guess what? You need to choose one. You need to choose one, and if it fails, if it turns out that you don't like it, that's fine. That's fine. And that's the thing you need to accept. It's fine if it's wrong. So you need to try something. Try something and try it for real. Try something. If you fail, good. This is good. This is good. Because you get feedback. Hey, this wasn't the shit. This wasn't the thing. This wasn't the thing. And then you go back to trying something. And if you succeed, if you find value, if you find passion, if you find that you enjoy this thing, good. Good. That's fucking good. Keep pursuing that. But the thing is, the thing with smart kids is that you might get bored at one time. You like in 5 years or 3 years or 10 years or 15, you might find that, hey, this is not the thing anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. That's fine. Then you try something else. You try something else. That's as easy as it gets. So I'm gonna use myself as an example. So I was 20 something. I didn't know what to go. I didn't know what study to apply. Like I had a university open. I had pretty strong papers from Lukio, and I was like, where do I go? I had interest in all these different fields. Like I had interest in geography, psychology, English language, I suppose programming, but I didn't really like. I didn't like treat it as a real option for some reason. So I had all these different ambitions, and I just took something. I took geography, and my problem with geography was that. So I took action, and I tried something, and I kind of failed, but I didn't accept it. So my problem was that I just like stuck with it. I stuck with it, and I never like accepted that this wasn't my thing. I never accepted it. It took me way too long. And guess what I did? I played video games. I basically stuck with it and I played video games. And I lost a few years. You could say that it wasn't in vain, and I agree with you. It wasn't in vain, but I played video games. I procrastinated. I found joy there, and fried my brains out of dopamine, basically. And then I took action. I started streaming. I found like a lot of good people, and then I basically figured this out myself. I think I was like 27 back in the day, and I started trying something else. I went back into school. I started studying programming because I wanted to become a game developer, and I succeeded. Good. But now I'm unemployed, basically, so I'm trying something else. Like you need to get in this constant state of try something, try it, like just give it all. If you fail, good. That's good. If you fail, then you know that wasn't meant to be. That wasn't for you. Try something else. If you succeed, good. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good for you. Just keep on doing that. I think the problem a lot of the smart kids have is that they think there is the perfect solution. There is the perfect job. There is the perfect something. And you don't know what it is, so you don't do anything. That's the problem. You don't do anything. And I'm not sure if there is a perfect job. I don't know if there is a perfect route. I don't know if there's a perfect anything. So you just need to keep trying stuff. And if they fail, if you decide to get rid of them, that's fine. That's good. Stop looking for perfect and start looking for the like best available, best that is accessible. I hope that answers Teme's question. Savu is here as well. Speaking of gifted kids, Savu, last time we saw last summer, Savu had a plan. Savu had a plan, and I was happy to hear that he had a plan of what he would do, and I think that's good. You need to have plan of what you're doing next. If the plan doesn't work, if it doesn't work out, that's fine. That's good. You do another plan. You do another plan. Someone says, yeah, too complicated. I'll just quit my job and start gambling. Yeah, that's it. All right. You can have any ammatti, but in the end, we are all työttömiä. Society should go and drag the A students out of their couches. We need you, so we don't have the time, the idiots doing astrophysics. Yeah. Video games have been stun-locking smart kids ever since they came out. Yep. That's how it is. That's how it is. All right. We are making progress, ladies and gentlemen. We are making progress. We got a character. So let's try to edit this guy so that he looks all right. I think I have the different layout here. Here. This is gonna make it a little bit more clean. I have to leave now to continue the project, but I'll stay and learn. Hey, thank you, Yerps. Thanks, Yerps. Appreciate that. All right, let's change the name of the bones. So we have pelvis. And then we have Elvis. And then bone 3 is gonna be head. Bone 4 is right arm. A left arm. Then we have a right leg. And lastly we have left leg. Nice. Then let's move these a little bit. So. Head is supposed to be at the middle. And right now the head is kinda. It's kinda. I think it needs to be drawn on the front. I guess it helped. I just gotta decide what I'm gonna start doing instead of staying stunlocked with my own thoughts. Exactly, Tema. And with that, I can give you a couple of practical tips as well. So here, when we're talking about the solution, so you're kind of like stuck on this, right? This is where you're stuck. What is the solution? I have only one thing that is like super relevant, and it's write your options down. Write your options. So try to like think about or write. Writing and thinking is the same thing, by the way. I suggest writing things down because it helps you think. Writing things down helps you think. So write down your options. Like really like just take time. Don't do anything else. Put every media away, put music away, put everything away, and just go and write down like what would you like to do? What are the options? So for example, like I don't know, like apply to uni. What fields? Well, you have the tähtitiede. That is one. What else could you possibly enjoy? And you can like try these different studies or the different fields in university, for example. You can write them down. Next, you can do like, okay, what if I want to become a content creator? I want to become a content creator. That's fine, but you need to treat it as like a real thing. You want to become a content creator. What do you want to be? You want to become a YouTuber. What kind of YouTuber? I want to become like, I don't know, a vlogger. I want to become, I want to do like tähtitiede. You write your options down and then just like start breaking it down, like, okay, so what can this, what does this lead me to? Can I like, do I become a scientist? Okay, so what is scientist work like? Well, you can find a lot of paper. You can ask AI, what is the job being a scientist in this field? What is it? Do you become a just break them down. Try to like see into the future, what will the job be like? And this is very important. Don't study something just because you think the field is interesting to study. This is I think this is very important. I think a lot of people, me included, I started studying geography without thinking what would the job be. And that's the problem. Because guess what? If you're going to study geography, there's only so many career paths you can end up in. For example, in geography, you can become a university professor. That's one. You can become a teacher to some level of geography. That's one, or that's the second one. Then you can become basically, you can go to governmental institutions like ELY-keskus, TE-toimisto. You can become like this office rat, doing public relations and whatnot. That's option number 3. And then this is probably the coolest in my opinion, is that you can join some municipality, some city, and try to plan for them. So you can become a city planner. That's a number 4. And then I suppose number 5 would be to join some planning company. And that's number 5. That's basically all there is to it. There might be some like outlier where you can end up as a geographer, but those are pretty much it. And I think when you're looking, and this is something I think young people should be taught, like this is what opinto-ohjaus should be, is that they really like paint you the picture of what your future's gonna look like. Because if you choose to go this way and go study tähtitiede, your working options are gonna be limited. And I suppose they're gonna be very similar to what I just explained to you. So you can be a professor, you can be a teacher, you can work for some governmental agency, or you can try to get into private sector. I don't know what the options are, but they are not gonna be like endless. There's gonna be pretty set values. There's gonna be set paths. So really like try to picture yourself doing that job. Like, is that good? Is that what you want to do? Like a lot of people get attracted to studying a certain field and they don't really see what's at the end of it. They don't see what's at the end of it. It's like you go study mathematics. Well, guess what? There's only so many things you're gonna end up doing if you're studying mathematics. Automatic, hey, how's it going? Long time no see, my friend from Rauma, Finland. When do we have Amesis Reacts? I made a heavy metal song about you. Oh, Automatic, we can do a react, whatever. Just post it on Parametro React. Let's do it. Isn't game dev an office rat job as well? It is, but it's way different. Like, there's a lot of office rat jobs. There's a lot of different office rat jobs. It's the matter of what you're doing with the office time. Like, I think making games is way more interesting than watching Excel sheets, because that's what you do at most of the office rat shops. If all that fails, you can stream while you're learning making games. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think having a plan at this situation is the best friend of yours. I think making the path for yourself is usually harder than walking down the path. True. And guess what? So this is where I really want to emphasize this, that try to make a good plan. Try to make a good solution and a good try your best. But if it fails, it doesn't matter. It's not that serious. I think it's a really good life motivation and life philosophy, where a lot of people say that fail fast and fail often. It's fine if it turns out to be shit. It's good. It's good. It's not bad like we have been taught. Like, I think the school system in Finland and in Western world, probably in all of the world, to be honest, we learn that failing is bad. But it's not. It's not. Failing is good, because failing teaches us more than the success. So if it turns out that this is not your thing, or this is not your thing, or that is not your thing, fine. Just accept it. Try something else. And I have one more very soothing and nurturing fact about this. Every time you take action and every time you try something, it's actually going to bring you closer to what you will become. And this is I can use myself as an example once again. So when I was stuck in this geography hole when I was in my 20s, I played a lot of video games. I got to the point where video games only made me angry. I had basically reached my potential, which was in video games. My cap was top 5%. This was the highest I could go, except one time when we got lucky in World of Warcraft. Our comp was basically the strongest comp there was, and we ended up being rank 1. That was my peak gaming, basically rank 1. But my level, I would say, is top 0.5%. So I was never rank 1 quality, in my opinion. I didn't have the gifts, probably. But the point was that when I reached this, I just got mad. I just got mad because I didn't get better, and some people were still better than me. So I got mad, basically, and then I got sad. I got mad, then I got sad. And this is what you do in competitive games, by the way. You go into this mad and sad loop. And once you realize that, then you can start taking action, because you realize that that's sad. Okay. So what I was trying to say is that, okay, I played video games and I got mad and sad. So I started trying different stuff. I actually tried doing different stuff. So I started reviewing games. I sent an open application to IGN Finland, and I got in. I reviewed them. I reviewed games and products for them many years. And guess what? I took action, and that's kind of like a side quest. I would say that it was a side quest. It brought me a lot of different things. So I became a reviewer for... I did some review for Muro-paketti. I did one for Ilta-Sanomat, which I actually completely forgot, and Garnet reminded me like last year or 2 years ago. I completely forgot that I did an article for Ilta-Sanomat. I started my own blog. I did reviews for Pelaaja, which I do still. Like this side quest, like literally opened a kind of like a side career, and it's given me a lot of joy. I wrote for Tech Radar and it was actually a well-paying job. I wouldn't change it. It had its problems, but I got a pretty fat paycheck out of that job. So you see what I mean is that you do something, and if you give it a piece of your heart and a lot of your time, it's gonna like mold you, even if you don't like realize. And yeah, that was one of my side quests. Then I was like, hey, I found Twitch back in 2017. I found Twitch. I found Moonforest. I watched him play PUBG in the night time because I had trouble sleep because I didn't have any life. So I watched Moonforest. I talked with him. I chatted with him, much like you guys do here. And I was like, hey, I could do this. I could do this. I tried playing PUBG. I loved it. I started streaming 2017. And even that, I gave it a piece of my heart. I gave it a lot of my time. And that became a side quest. So now I'm Ahmed the content creator. Now I'm Ahmed the content creator. And that molded me. That gave me new purpose and new opportunities. I have gotten a lot of new friends. I basically got my first job because of it, because Dotmany was in the chat and he was like, hey, come intern for us. And then I went, and then I was employed for 2 years. So yeah, like that's the soothing part about it. If you take action and you give it your best, you can't even like comprehend what you can do. You can't even comprehend the options and the opportunities you're gonna get. It's all gonna lead you where you need to be. Stop worrying about the right solution and the right route, and just go somewhere. Just do something. Hey Minnie, how's it going, Minnie? Automatic has sent us a song. Let's take a look. I love the name. I love the name. It's called Amesis. Let's listen to it. I don't think we need to download it. Here we go. Let's go! I'm getting like Korpiklaani vibes. Yeah! Team Automatic and Minnie, let's go! Yeah! Latte! Moro, how's it going? Now that's a good song. That is a good song. Uusi tunnari. Nice! Hei! Kiitoksia Auto ja Minni, arvostan. Mitä teille kuuluu? Onko kaikki hyvin Raumalla? Thank you, thank you. 5 out of 5. I think it's kind of crazy. It's still going on. It's still going for a minute. Oh no, this was the wrong version. Cody was supposed to be replaced by Kalju there at the end. That was actually really good. Really good. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so now I have actually downloaded it. Maybe we'll use that in our intro or something. I don't know. Smart word says Teme. There's stuff to think about. Write down my options and stuff is probably the best thing I can do. Yeah. You need to. You basically stop being afraid of doing wrong things. Stop being afraid of losing or doing the wrong choice. It's not about that. It's about doing a choice. Näin paljon meillä on vapaa-aikaa. Hyvin menee. Awesome. Intertum kometrapylät jalataan melkein kuin Pukekon poikasella. Mikä se on? What is that? Hey, guys, I'm gonna take a BRB. I think I need something to eat soon, so we're gonna do a short BRB, alright? I am gonna let you watch a video or something. Meanwhile, I figure out what we're gonna do. For the character, we need to sort the sorting order. I don't know how we're gonna do that, so we need to figure it out. There's a sorting layer, actually. Can you do sorting on these parts somewhere? No, we need to figure it out, so we're gonna figure it out soon. What do you guys wanna see? Do you have any videos you wanna see? Pukeko lintu, jonka poikasella on yli isot jalat? Ai jaa, en tiedä. I didn't know that. Morjesta Intertum. Moro. Hei, mukava kun siellä. Me tosiaan vaihdettiin nyt official kieli enkuksi. Niin koitetaan tuota enkkuu jonkin verran nyt puske. Pistetään kuitenkin joku video pyörimään teille hetkeksi tosta. World first coding monitor. That sounds pretty cool.
Did you know that coders need a special
Yes.
and so on? Personal preferences about dark mode versus light mode aside, you'll want to have a high density monitor to reduce eye strain from staring at the screen all day. That's going to be important. Now, I've been using my LG Ultrafines. I have two of them. One is temporarily over here.
What is this?
Okay, I know I've seen this before.
What is this?
The idea. Obviously, dark theme is going to be brighter text. Light theme is going to be darker text. This is what light theme looks like when light theme is selected. So even with light theme, if you like that kind of thing, I do for certain things. I use Visual Studio and light theme.
Why? Why would you do that?
In dark theme. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. Okay. But if you take a look at, if you switch that, this is a. They both look pretty natural, just taller. So this aspect ratio is actually really...
That must be the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Coding monitor. Please. Alright. I'm gonna give you the top 5 mistakes to avoid as game dev, and then you can tell me what those are, alright? Thank you. Starboy just bought blue light glasses yesterday for the same purpose, cheaper than buying a monitor. True. What a psycho light theme. Exactly, Dapper Foxtrot. How are you, my friend? How are you? Alright.
Them yourself.
BRB, like I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes.
Marketable idea. Don't worry about game hooks.
Why doesn't it go full screen?
Don't worry about any of that at all. So really, just
That's
make
horrible.
the first thing that
BRB.
comes to your head. So if it's a puzzle platformer, then just do that. Don't worry about the fact there's already thousands of those around. Don't test your idea. Don't think about hooks. Don't worry about any of that. Just start your idea and start building it.
Yeah, I would not do that. Here's how to fix that failure there. Here's what you can do. Here's some ideas. So, Steam and genre are one of the most important things. They really determine the type of game that will do well and will not. I've studied thousands of games, and I've seen there's definite genres that do well. Some examples are, horror games, crafty, buildy games. These are like open world survival craft, deck builders, roguelike deck builders, management games, simulation games. All these games where you kind of manage and build things are very popular with Steam. So make sure that you kind of See what other of those management building style games are. Play a bunch and see what those are. And I know they might not be your first favorite, but kind of look and play them. You'll come up with some ideas. So see some of those games that have done well and see how you can adapt it to something you really do like. Because people have to see in an instant whether they like the game or not and whether they want to research more about it. If you have just a regular idea that's been done 1,000 times, you're going to have a hard time.
Okay, so next mistake, don't bother with scope management. So whatever your idea, whatever the size it is, just make it. Any new ideas you come up with, any new level story, just keep adding more and more things, more levels, more weapons, more skills, just keep adding more and more stuff. So if your game takes 10 to 20 years to make, then so be it. This is your masterpiece, so it doesn't really matter. Also, don't bother with making sure that everything fits together, that all the mechanics work together. Build them isolated, build them completely separate, doesn't really matter. Really all that matters is the number of features. A game with 100 features is always going to be better than a game with just 5 features. So don't stop to think if the game idea makes sense with your game design pillars. Don't even think about game design pillars. Anything that pops into your head, just build it, and in 5 to 10 years you will have made a game. And since it has so many features, it's bound to be very good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Here, this is definitely a path for failure. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. It is very hard to make up the sales after you've been in development for a long time. It is easier to cut scope and sell what you can rather than try and sell more copies because your timeline has run long. It is very hard to fill that gap. So I recommend that you really limit scope, especially for your first game. You're going to make so many mistakes with your first game that it's best to make those mistakes on a game that maybe is not your dream game. It's a small scope, tiny game, just to kind of get it out there. Save your dream game for your 5th, 6th, 7th game. You're going to be in this for a long time. So don't think that the first shot is all you've got. You got a lot of games in you left, kid. I know you can make a lot more games. So keep at it. Small scope, beginning, really your game marketing idea, right? The first one. That's what's really, that first kind of concept that you come up with really determines how well your game's going to sell. Making more and more content on top of that really isn't going to interest people. It's the initial genre, the hook. That's what determines a lot of how well your game sells, or at least how marketable the game idea is. More features just don't add that much more to it.
Okay, so next mistake, don't worry about visuals. Games are games. Players really only care about gameplay, so the gameplay is really all that matters. So don't worry about buying any visuals, any proper assets. Just use basic cubes, basic spheres. Don't worry about any post-processing, any animations, any polish, anything of that. Really just focus on the gameplay, and as long as the gameplay is great, then people are bound to see the genius of your game design skills. People will love the game, they won't buy it, you'll make tons of money, and it will be massively successful. So don't worry about visuals, don't worry about presentation, sound, none of that. Just focus on mechanics, that's all that matters.
Okay. So this just won't work. Okay. All right. Your visuals are one of the most important marketing aspects of your game, bar none. Now, if your game is super duper beautiful, like so beautiful, you can just tweet an image and it can go viral. It's one of the best ways to show quality is with visuals. However, when you have maybe programmer art or art that isn't professionally done, full-time job, it transmits some concerns to the potential shopper. They extrapolate from the poor visuals and assume, well, this game's probably buggy, the game design isn't interesting, it's a first-time developer, it's probably not that good. They have a reason to doubt you. And with so many games releasing on Steam, they don't have time or the will to try out your game idea. They're going to turn away users. So what I recommend is, yes, if you're a small, struggling indie who's just starting out, I think asset store art is okay. Maybe not use the most popular packs. Maybe what they call kit bashing, which is you take a kit and you kind of tweak the colors, the texture, so it doesn't look like everybody else. But having those core visuals really help. And hire some freelancers to help you out with the art. They're not as expensive as you would assume. Good art can be done affordably if done smartly. So really, your visuals, people will judge you based off of them. It really matters. So please don't just put up program art. Please don't just use one asset pack and use that for all your art. You need a variety of art styles. So take this seriously. It's a big thing.
Okay, next mistake. Don't tell anyone about your game ideas. Remember that ideas are priceless. Really, in every game dev studio, the most valuable person is really the game ideas guy. So don't tell anyone your ideas, don't try to validate them, don't post them on Reddit, Twitter, don't do any of that, don't get any feedback on anything at all. If you do that, then someone will just steal your game idea, they will make the game for you, and they will make the millions of dollars that should have been yours. So work in secret on your game idea, work in secret by yourself.
All right,
for
what is he
many
talking
months,
about?
Many years. Do that to make sure that
Is he talking about smart things? So how does that differ from any other monitor? Did you see anything that the monitor could do via settings menu Pepega? Yeah, I can agree. Didn't really get the idea of that monitor. What the hell is it with his hand movement? I feel violated. Honestly, the market research aspect is not as black and white as they make it to be. Rest of these are quite ridiculous. Such goofy Minecraft opinion on hand. Scope has only been one that's good. This is some marketing guy Code Monkey has partnered with. I feel like every video they make together is the same. Can you be closer to the camera? What is a coding monitor? I was paying some expenses. We had a video where you can YouTube Google it. YouTube search it. Coding monitor. So I'm heating up some food. It's gonna be ready in a couple of minutes.
Success, because surely whatever ideas you come up with, those are bound to be the best ideas possible.
All right. I can sympathize with this one. It's very scary to put yourself out there, but I can guarantee you nobody's going to steal your game idea, especially if you're a first-time dev. Why?
Nobody's going to steal your game idea. Well, the thing is that there are some Chinese actors who are doing this every day. If you come up with a good idea and a good video game that is selling and is popping off at the marketplace, it's gonna get copy-pasted into Chinese market within the next weeks. This is the truth. So yeah, people are actually stealing your ideas, but they only steal the ideas that work. They steal like ready and selling games. This is actually ridiculous, but that's how it is. But I still agree with this premise that as a solo dev, if you have an idea, I don't think anyone's gonna steal it. Because somebody's gotta make it, but once you do make it, somebody's gonna steal it. That's how it is.
Why would they steal your idea? You're a first-time dev. Not to belittle, I'm just saying. Maybe they would copy somebody who's very famous. But here's the other thing: is art is very subjective, and there's no way you could make the same game as somebody else. You could even take two prompts, give them to two different developers, and this is way too intense. Games. And so
Holy
you
shit.
don't have to worry about somebody
so close
stealing your idea, because an idea is just that. It's just a tiny idea. I know you're going to think that somebody's going to steal it, but they won't, I promise. And even if they did steal it, it's not going to turn out the same way as yours. Really, although I said previously that the idea and the hook are very important for your marketability, after that, people have to play your game. And if it's not good, if it's buggy or the game's not very deep, that's a bigger problem. And so it is also the implementation. The concept and the hook can bring people in, but it's your game and whether it's fun and playable. That's the most important thing. So how many zombie games are there out there, by the way? Tons. And they still sell well because people love zombie games. And so theoretically, that's the same idea, but it's the implementation, the different rule sets, the different things that you're doing in these different zombie games. And the best part is, even if you find somebody else who's making a nearly identical idea as yours, it's not that bad. There were two games, Peglin and Round Guard. There were two games that were almost identical. They are roguelike, bouncing ball dropping games set in a medieval setting, both released within the same year. And guess what? They actually bundled together once they discovered they were making the same game, and both games sold very well by bundling together. Because here's the deal. If somebody likes one game, they're going to like one that's very similar. It's more of something that they like. So if you do find out somebody that's making something very similar to yours, go reach out, become friends, bundle together, and then somebody's going to buy both of your games instead of one or the other. So reach out, find some friends, be nice to that person that supposedly stole your idea. I don't think they actually did. There's not that many game ideas. So good luck out there.
Next mistake is don't bother with playtesting. So you are more than enough of just a single tester. You are more than capable of playing as completely different people. You are special, so you are definitely capable of playing through completely different playstyles the way that millions of different people do. You are also capable of completely ignoring all the knowledge you have from actually building the game. You can ignore that and actually simulate what it's like to play the game for the very first time as someone who has never seen it. So definitely don't join any Steam festivals, don't do any of that, don't do any playtesting, don't get friends, family, don't do any demos, don't do any of that. Just playtest yourself, and that is going to be more than enough.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's dial this one back. So this one's personal. I used to be a UX designer. We would always research our user interface. I do it for boring corporate software, but the same applies for games. So we used to take that game, show it to naive users, as we call them, naive because they don't know about your product, in your case, your game. And we'd get feedback and we'd watch them do specific tasks. Now, tasks are easy for video games because it's like, hey, go slay that dragon. And then you go watch to see how they slay that dragon. Now, here's a couple of mistakes I always see people do. One is they go to a in-person conference and they call that playtesting. Do not do playtesting in person for the conferences. And there's a couple reasons for that. Those conferences are so loud, like on the show floor where you have a booth, they're so loud and it's so chaotic that you're not getting a good test. And a lot of people that are going to these conferences, these like show floor, expo floors, they're just there like playing around. They have no interest in your type of game. They might just be like happening to walk by to the bathroom and you pull them aside and say, hey, you want to play my game? And they're like, oh, I don't know. Maybe they don't even like your type of game. And I've seen developers make.
I think people like game developers and game studios and representatives or whatever. I think they go into these expos and meetings and cons and whatever to basically network. That's what I feel like. Like if I went to some video game conference, I would be there to meet potential investors, not necessarily to find players. I think it's kind of silly to think that you're gonna find like a ton of players from some expo. Nah. I think it's just to market, get your name, get your game a name out there, and to meet investors. Publisher meetings are huge there. Love Games in Helsinki was like that. People exchanging LinkedIn's. Yeah, it's about networking. Yeah, it feels kind of silly if somebody's like, yeah, I'm gonna get new wish list, and that's my main goal. Yeah, sure, all right.
Drastic design decisions based off of bad data from these in-person show floors. Please don't do them with the interest of getting player feedback, because your game, if you have a really deep game, the feedback you get on a show floor is very ephemeral. It's people like I said, going to the bathroom. They're just kind of like trying to sample a bunch of games. They're not locked in, concentrating on your game. The alternative, what I'd highly recommend you do for playtest, is find people who kind of like your genre. Go to Reddit, find the subreddit that kind of specializes in your genre, reach out to people, say, hey, I'm looking for a survey, get people to take that survey, and then see if you can do a one-on-one Discord meet with them where you one-on-one share, and then have them play through a build of your game and just watch them quietly. That feedback is very important. You're going to see where the UX design flaws are in your design. You're going to find where there's bugs, that, misunderstandings, text that's not as clear. So really, it's best to do this kind of like one-on-one, not on show floors. You're just going to get sloppy data. And I think that's the best way to get that feedback. This one's personal. Please, folks, playtest. One other benefit of playtesting is you get your marketing copy written for you. Marketing copy is just the text that you put like in tweets or on your store page. When you do a playtest, sometimes you'll hear people say like, oh man, this has the best graphics of any zombie shooter I've ever seen. Then you've got marketing copy. Now you can go in and say on your store page, the best graphics of any zombie shooter ever. See, when you hear from the fans and what their reactions are to your game, you can actually take that feedback, work it into your marketing. It really helps.
So yep, those are 5 mistakes if you want your games to find success. And nowadays, marketing is an extremely important part of how to find success. So if you want to learn more about marketing, then Chris has an excellent amount of content where you can learn tons of stuff. So Chris, go ahead. How can people learn more about